Madam Chair, more left.
Welcome back to our afternoon session of July 30th. Next up on our agenda is our 2 o'clock to sign a letter of support for Valley Soil and Water and a presentation from said, I think. If you guys want to come up, you can sit at the table up here or whatever works for you guys. Because I was in meetings yesterday, I did not get your information to review. So hopefully I don't need to review anything.
Bedtime reading.
Last night I was too tired to read it at bedtime. Besides that, there's a limit to what I will do for this job. John, I respect you for hanging in yesterday.
Oh, man.
It was hot. I was miserable. I was getting lightheaded.
I didn't think it was getting that hot till I got home. But, oh, man.
Man, it was hot. I finally gave up. I just went, can't do it anymore. I'm done.
Really?
That's old folks. I can't stand out in the sun for that long anymore.
Hey, John, don't listen to her because right now she's freezing. She's got a sweater on and she's looking for her jacket.
And
Needs to step outside for a
And he's a lot older than I am, so I should, feel sorry for him.
Maybe a lot older. Hey, hey.
Huh?
What are you guys up to?
Congressional tour.
Oh, no. I'll stop pulling weeds, and I know how that was awful yesterday. But the lake wasn't too far.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So this is the annual letter of support, report the contributions that the county provides to the district, which is then in turn reported to the state commission, and that's what they calculate all of the districts' funding based on what they receive what local support they receive. I included in the things that I sent how that is calculated. You see that, how they calculate that worksheet. John, do you have that?
Yeah, it was all Greek to me. Office space, gas and EOC.
So I did supply last year's worksheet, and last year's support was the $17,633. This year it's less because I did not do color printing over here. We did color printing through Press in the Pines because we had that funding from the coalition. We were able to do that.
Color printing.
Yep, that is color printing.
Let's see.
So we're 15,231 for this year.
So do you have the letter signed that just lists the Valley County contributions?
Mm-hmm.
You each have one of
I
those.
don't have one. Do you have one for me to sign?
I have,
Naturally.
Madam Chairman, I have the one to sign. I think she's referring to the packet that I sent out.
And you do have one of the documents
I have the,
signature.
yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So this next year you're asking for the 15,231.
This is reporting what we received last year.
Okay.
So our reports due August 16th, and for fiscal year 25, which was last year, ending for us ends June 30th of 25. That's the end of our fiscal year.
So
So,
what are you asking for this next year then?
well,
What is the letter of support?
so I would say that we're asking to maintain this support for these items.
So Elt signed one at the 16,367 last year. I am not seeing Dorina.
This one
The
is,
date is 15,231.
yep, that's the one.
And you took off the
Yeah, what color printing was not on there.
And the Valley IT support. I wanted to make sure that one we didn't put on there. There wasn't a dollar amount on that, the Valley County IT support.
On that, but I do have a line item on this one, GIS, IT, map printing and assessor labels for 700. That was 600 last year. I put 700 because we had the 3 meetings where IT came over and did the setup. And as long as we can report that, then the state can match on it.
Okay.
So it's a benefit to the county.
You just kind of combined them, that's what you did.
Okay, I want your guys' input on the IT. I mean, that's something that Jeremy's low a hand again, so if he's only setting up a meeting, then that's fine. We've got turnover going on again, so his plate is extremely full. And he has to move us down to the annex this fall, so he's concerned about any extra work.
The only thing we're asking on is when we have those public meetings where that communications for virtual or combined in-person and virtual meetings, I
But
feel
just
like
public
we
meetings
have
or
to have
something
that
like
technical support to make that successful.
Okay.
And Dylan's really,
Dylan is no
Efficient.
longer with us.
Yeah.
Dylan has left us. That's the problem.
Yeah,
We've
we
had
lost
family
Dylan.
issues, and we're very sorry to see him go. But yeah, so we
very
are.
sorry to see him go. He was amazing.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, well, we'll be very sensitive
So
to
just
that.
be sensitive to that. Make sure you give him a heads up. Nothing last minute, because you may not have somebody available to do anything for you. So hopefully we can find some additional support. But
That is a big loss for the county.
it is
We-
really.
We used to always have Dylan come over to the OC and set up for the Valley County Public Committee. He get things set up for us, make sure they were working,
Right, and that's what he
and
did.
that's what they were doing for you guys. So, and Kevin may be able to do that now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kevin helped us last time. At
Okay.
one of the meetings.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, do I have a motion to approve?
I would move that we approve the annual letter of support for the Valley Soil and Water Conservation.
Second.
With a total donation of $15,231.
Yep.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thank you, Clerk Nolan.
District, we thank you.
Yes, thank you.
We'll see what the state will, what their formula, how they match that. Yeah, that'll be our budget for this coming year.
So we receive, in July, we receive our base operating funds from the commission, from the state commission, which is the 14,500. And then all of the districts have to have their match reports due by August 16th, and then they evaluate all of those and verify them and make sure they're all allowable charges, and then they'll provide the match portion of their funding sometime in September, October.
You guys haven't heard anything that the legislature is looking at your guys' budgets at all? I mean, do you find full support when the legislature's doing their budgets?
Full support, our budget so all of that funding goes to the Idaho Soil and Water Conservation Commission. They go in and do a presentation, and that's been fully funded,
Okay.
so.
We're always talking to them about funding, so we can lend support, we will do that, so.
So when they're going through those budget hearings, the commission is who speaks for all of the districts.
Okay.
Our funding comes through them.
So the pie chart that we just handed out, we just tried to,
Make you feel better about what you're providing.
yeah, this was kind of our demonstration of how we wanted to demonstrate how that money, or the money that you're giving us, plus the state, that is being utilized by the district, and what we're,
Give John that microphone a little closer so the public can
sorry.
hear him.
anyway.
There you go.
Also,
if you look at the big chart pie chart, the second one there, that kind of shows what grants and funding that we've been able to go out after utilizing to get different projects done, or hopefully get done over the years. So it's like the Wapco grant for pivot conversion, we were able to get $187,000 to help some of the farmers put in the ranchers put in the pivots. This is just a kind of a more informational for you guys to see how what we're trying to do.
What your
That
focus
was
is?
just on one pivot project.
Oh, I
We
have
did
one.
5 pivot conversions,
Oh, wow.
and they were all around 160 to 200,000.
That's great.
Catlin had a question about some of the ag projects, so I brought you some nighttime reading. They, with all of our grants that we secure, at the end of the grant, we do a grant reporting that shows how the funding was spent, and then all of the match that's with each of the grants. So this is WAPA, and then these are all DEQ grants. But those are great summary things. If you don't want those, I'll take those back. But it's just a lot of great information about all the different kinds of projects that we do. There's offsite water development, the pivots, and then the cross fencing projects. Some of those are kind of not very visible, but they're in those reports. So, and that's the financial accounting of each grant that we get. That's not all of them, but that was just sort of the ones I grabbed.
Okay. I'm familiar with it, so. Any questions so far?
$1 million for Lake Irrigation District application.
Oh, that's the one we're hearing a lot about going through Carefree.
It's gotta happen as far as we're concerned. I mean, and I think they're doing their best to work with the public on compromising on a lot of that. Art
We
could
have-
speak to that.
It's still in the process of figuring out what, I mean, you know, it's public money and we do want to be cooperative with neighbors. But, overall, it's a really good project. Like, it's much smaller scale than what we did, 35 years ago or so with J-Ditch. So we know that it'll save a lot of water compared to what is being used right now on that particular ditch. These ditches are leaky in this country. They just are. That's just the way it is. So, and as far as Carefree, we've come up with a couple of different options that we still have to discuss with the folks again. Had several meetings. They started off rather contentious. They've mellowed out a little bit. And we're just hammering out details now, it seems like. Still up in the air, but we want to get started this fall as soon as the irrigation season is over. That would probably be October and much of November as we can. Depending on how the weather holds. And we'll start again in the spring, which is always a big question mark in the winter we have. But, it'll be, it's,
How big are the pipes that you guys are running? There are 2 of them
I
or
think
just one?
there's just be one big pipe. And it's, I'd say it's like a 3-foot pipe,
36-inch, yeah.
I think. And they had
It'll carry a
chunk
lot
it
of
there
water.
at the, pardon?
It'll carry a lot of water.
It will carry everything that ditch carries, but like I say, we're pressed for time, and the neighbors aren't happy yet. We're all just trying to figure it out.
What are they unhappy about? Is it the aesthetics of what it's
The
gonna look like?
aesthetics mainly, and
There's been a lot of wetlands established, so there's a lot of,
it's irrigation, I mean, it's a ditch
Mm-hmm.
that they've actually put in. This is not really the proper way to do, I mean, if you have a irrigation ditch, generally you're not allowed to put stuff in it,
Water features.
like water features. And they've taken it upon themselves over the last few years to turn it into their backyard water feature, which is nice for them, but it's not really in the rules of the Idaho code that, you know. And so we've tried to work around that without making everybody really mad, but nothing's settled yet as far as what I mean, that's why we wanted to leave the ditch where it is, not abandon it, but the people in Carefree would receive their water out of that ditch as they always have. And then the majority of the water would go around it. And then it would achieve enough. See, all the fall in this project in the ditch, and we want to put some pounds per square inch of pressure in that pipe also, because that way it reduces everybody's pumping costs. Or, I mean, a lot of people won't probably use that pressure, but some of them will. On J-Ditch, almost everybody does, and it's like, you don't have to pay Idaho Power to irrigate. I mean, it's free pressurization.
irrigation water, but yeah, if you're working with neighbors there, I think that's a good compromise. People need compromise.
Yeah,
They're using something that's not theirs, but also they've gotten awfully used to using it, so that is a hard.
yeah, that's the issue.
That's why we always need to enforce what's happening up front and don't let people get used to something, because then
Yeah.
it becomes an expectation.
It was a good neighbor policy that got out of hand, basically.
We are out of time. Is there anything else that we need to do? I see another action item. So there was sign annual letter of support and then sign letter of the F-25 support provided. Is that the same thing, Doug?
Madam Chairman, I think it is the same.
Okay, just one letter of support is what you needed. Okay. Next time, you guys can come in, give us a little bit more of a presentation, and we will allow some time to do that. So. All right, thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Very much appreciate all of the work on the South Lake Sewer District. I mean, that's something that's really important and near and dear to everything, so. Okay, hopefully we get there.
And they have taken that, you don't have to do another mailing. We're getting,
Oh, good.
building the email database.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good.
And any of that stuff that you don't wanna hold on to, I'll take those back, but those are copies.
Okay, great. Thank you. We're gonna be reaching out too for a work session. I'm doing some ordinance updates, so Leonard gave us a great recommendation, and so we'll be reaching out for some conversations on that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we are going to be going into executive session, so I would make a motion that we go into executive session for Idaho Code 742061B. And moved and seconded, roll call vote.
Thompson, aye.
Pop and I.
Caldwell, aye.
Hey Doug, we are in at